Hello, everybody. Welcome to this top 10 tips that you need to do every day in Fallout 76. Now, a couple of these are weekly, uh, but what you're going to want to do here every single day of the week, you log in to play Fallout 76. There's certain things you're going to want to do every day, no matter what. Um, Besides, running around and killing enemies, doing missions, doing your quests, stuff like that, hanging out with your friends, right? Those are things you're going to be doing regardless. But there's there's some things you should be doing every single day when you log in that is very specific to what you might be trying to do or trying to accomplish throughout the goal of the game. So it could be simple little tasks just like scripting your weapons or some important things like doing some certain quests that help you progress throughout certain things in the game. So in this video we're going to show you the top 10 things you need to be doing, okay? Stick around, wait till the end. You might learn a tip or two even for older players. So let's get right into it. All right, and for our first tip here is you're gonna want to come down to the Wayward. Now you're gonna come here. It's right down from the vault. You come here right as you start the game, really. But if you don't know, it's right here on the map, right beside the Overseer's camp, or just down the block from Vault 76. So what you're gonna want in here to do, now mind you, I forgot to mention. If you completed the gold bullion quest, this will be an option. You have to do this quest first for this to be available to you. Now, if you've done the quest, all you gotta do is simply walk in here, come past Duchess, up the stairs, and here is Smiley, with his nice cowboy America outfit, very patriotic. So simply all you do is you come up to him, you give him a talk. What he does is he sells you gold bullion, which is used to buy power armor mods and weapons and building plans and things like that. Now he resets every Monday. So this one isn't technically a daily tip; it's a weekly tip, but so you can pay him up to 6,000 caps to get up to 300 gold bullion. See? Now, like he gave me 300, I gave him 6,000. Now, if he tried to come back and talk to him whenever you do it, uh, I think he's upset with me. But you can only talk to him every Monday. He resets. Oh, he resets every Monday, and you can get your gold from him. So you just gotta wait a week, unfortunately, and it's only 300 gold. It's not the most amount of gold, but it does add up over time if you make it a habit to do it every Monday. Uh, it'll help you get your gold up in no time, hopefully. So that's this tip. All right. So here we are at the script machine for our next tip. Now, the script machines are located at every train station around the map. All of them have one. And they're also found at the Nuka World on tour has a script machine. The Rusty Pick, as well as the White Springs inside the mall. I believe is all of them. Uh, so go to the script machine, and every day, if it's not a double script weekend or anything like that, you can trade in 500 script. So you script is when you trade in legendary weapons that you don't want or that aren't good or not valuable to sell to other players or anything like that. Um, so all you do is walk up to the machine, you pick the ones you want. I got plenty here. I'm gonna script for today. So all you gotta do is you simply throw in your items you don't want. This number goes down, your script counter goes up. And script is for you can use it to trade to the purveyor, which you can buy random weapons or modules to roll legendary weapons. Uh, so you always want to do your script, very important, especially if you're a higher level player. You want to script everything that you don't want or need to get better and better weapons to trade with and to roll. Hopefully you get a good thing. See, I'm doing it right here. Uh, so it's simple as that. If you have stuff you don't want or don't need, script it in the vending machine. But make sure it's like something that's bad first. You don't want to throw in something like my chainsaw here. Oh, you don't want to throw something like my chainsaw here, and like that would be a very bad idea to throw in there. So just keep in mind what you throw in there and have a good time with it. It's a very important piece of machinery in this game. Okay, and for this tip is to do your daily ops. Daily ops are something you can participate in multiple times a day, but in order to, and only the only way to get the full max reward is one a day. You can only do it one time a day to get the full reward. There's multiple different tiers you can do. You want to get Elder. Elder gives you the best rewards, um, which is it's within a certain time frame. You can see it. It'll let you know. Um, So daily ops will give you rare plans and rewards and items in the game, certain outfits, some very rare outfits, very rare plans, weapon plans, building plans, stuff like that. Plus, it gives you a ton of ammo, especially if you're using a gun. It'll like, the enemies will drop a ton of ammo. Or if you see on my clip here, I'm using a melee weapon. It'll give you tons of just random ammo. So it's a great way to get lots of ammo, and it gets you good XP. Uh, and sometimes you get some of these impossible ones. Like here was this. This is impossible here, and this is the one I was doing. Uh, I was getting some gameplay for demonstration purposes, so I wasn't really trying. But you want to do these, you'll get good stuff. Make sure you keep up with your daily ops. These are very important to get some of the rare plans without having to buy them, like cutting fluid, the fixers occasionally, stuff like that, and some of the rare plans and outfits. Uh, so yeah, make sure you do your daily ops. Okay, and for our final tip here we have is check where Minerva is at, if she's here at all. So Minerva is a character that appears occasionally. What she does is sell you discounted gold bullion plans. So some of the weapons like the War Glaive, for example, or some a lot of like Hellcat power armor, things like that, the power armor mods for it and stuff like that. She'll sell random gold bullion plans throughout the week or so, or every week she'll pop up for like a day or two. Uh, so you're asking, where's she at? Well, she doesn't appear in a set spot. She appears in a few spots, such as the crater up here. She'll pop up here, Fort Atlas occasionally, the White Springs Foundation, and maybe one or two other spots. I'm not sure off the top of my head exactly if there's any other ones. But there's an easy way to know. You go to this website, whereisminerva.com. So this will tell you when and where and what she's going to be selling. So just keep an eye on it for it. So like right now she's not here, but in 2 days she's gonna be here in Foundation, and she's gonna be selling these items. Nothing particularly interesting, but here she is. And occasionally she'll do it's like once every month and a half, 2 months. I'm not sure exactly what the cycle is. She'll have a something called the Minerva's Big Sale, which is like 2 or 3 times the amount of items. That's really the only difference. She just sells more stuff. So keep an eye out on Minerva's Big Sale. Very important. Keep an eye on her. All right. So here we are at the train station here, the one at the White Springs. So this tip is going to be you want to go to the robot vendors every day you can, because so long as it's a normal day, you can sell the robot 1,400 caps worth of items. Now sometimes, actually pretty frequently, they'll do double cap weekends or something like that. You can sell 2,800 caps to the robot. Now another tech tip here is, so let's say I want to sell these frag grenades. They're worth 4 caps to the robot. Or I want to sell this Blamco mac and cheese for 3 caps, right? Now there's a perk in the game under charisma. You're gonna want to use this one. You don't need to keep this perk on. You only need to use it when you're trading. You can replace it with something else, and then turn it on. Boom. Go back to the robot. See that frag grenade? Well, it's still 4 caps. But now this it's still 3 caps. You get the gist. It'll raise the prices of stuff, and if you want to buy something from the robot for whatever reason, it'll drop the prices down. So I'm gonna sell these grenades. I don't need those. You can sell grenades, and let's see. Stem packs are always a good sell. I think I sold mine yesterday though. I only have 92 right now. I'll just sell some right away. So simple tip: sell to the robot. There's a few other little vendors and merchant guys that run the map and other random spots. There's like one guy here at the top of the world. It's kind of hidden away. Sometimes you'll go to your camp and there'll be a roving trader that'll show up occasionally. There's Graham that walks around the map. Keep your eyes peeled. Make sure to sell your items every day. All right, and for this tip, what you're gonna do is on the main menu of the game here, you have all your options. You want to go to Atomic Shop. Now, if you haven't logged in today or redeemed your free prize, you'll see it'll say free. If you can't miss it, so you click on it. You wait for the Atomic Shop to load, and then if there's a new bundle or whatever for the week, it'll be on here. It'll be sometimes here. Depends. For like this week, the new item is this one, the Showstopper bundle. You can buy it if you want, whatever. And then you'll have your other week's bundles, and then you'll have some deals over here usually, and then more deals and stuff. And when you scroll to the end is where you're gonna have your free item. It's always gonna be this in this little last category down here. So sometimes a carry weight booster, it'll be script, caps, gold bullion, whatever. There's plenty of free things they'll give you sometimes. It just depends what they decide for today. And there's always a daily discounted item. It's usually half off or whatever. Today is the Enclave turret set, which is actually kind of cool. I might actually go buy that. Actually, I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy that one here. And then your Fallout first. If you haven't redeemed your item, it'll be here. Check it out. This is the landscape painting. And you'll have other Fallout first discounts if you have Fallout first. So that's for this one. Make sure to check the atomic shop every day. All right. So here we are with our next tip. And this tip is going to be to do your daily/weekly challenges. Now, the challenge, all you gotta do is open your pause menu, hit the menu button at the top left, and then go to challenges. So you have your daily, weekly, and also your other ones, which give you atoms, which you should be doing these too. Um, your dailies all here. If you have Fallout first, you get an extra challenge for the daily. I'm not sure. I think you get an extra weekly one as well. Uh, and you can re-roll them if you don't like these challenges. But see, I did these four, and I didn't even know they were challenges. I just did them automatically. And so the other ones I have are kill blood eagles, and then scrap junk to produce concrete or adhesive. Which also another little fun tip here for that, for those challenges, all you have to do, super simple, if you want to do those really quick. So like it said adhesive and concrete. You craft bulk adhesive or concrete, whatever it is, doesn't have to be that. And then you just go and immediately scrap them. And that counts for the challenges. So that's all you have to do for those. You don't have to go and hunt them down or do any of that. And you also you want to make sure when you're doing your daily challenges is to get the gold star, which is complete 6, which gives you a bonus like completing a weekly. So you want to work on how to get your scoreboard up. So that's this tip. Make sure you do your challenges. All right. And so for the next tip, you're going to want to come either to Foundation, the crater up here at the top, or into the White Springs Mall. So what you're going to want to do here is, this is to redeem your gold bullion. So the game gives you treasury notes from events. Events and some quest lines and stuff will give you treasury notes. And treasury notes are what you need to go. You take it to the machine, the gold bullion machine, and you convert it. So, and gold is used for all kinds of things in the game to, um, all right. And so for the next one, you're gonna want to either come here to Foundation, where I'm at, or into the White Springs Mall, or up into the crater to redeem your treasury notes into gold bullion. And gold bullion is used to purchase armor mods, camp items, things like that. For once you complete the gold bullion quest line, so you have to do that. Make sure you have that unlocked before you do any of these. Otherwise, you're not gonna do anything. It's not gonna be possible. So I'm just gonna show you the foundation here, where to go and how to do it real quick. It's super simple, not difficult. If you go to the crater or White Springs Mall, you can find it relatively easily. But this is probably the quickest and easiest one to get to, I guess. You just come over here to this gold press machine. You press your activate button. You go over to inventory and hit treasury notes. So it has a 400 by default, which this resets every day. So come back every day to do this. And sometimes we'll do a double weekend where it's 800. So make sure you take advantage of that if you have treasury notes stacked up. Now, you get treasury notes pretty much from doing events. I don't know if any quests and stuff. I think the Gold Bullion quest gives you some. I don't know if any other things off the top of my head do. But if you just make sure you do events and stuff, you'll get these very often. Some will give you 2, 3, 4, 5 treasury notes. So you just hit how many you want to do or how many you're able to do, and to return it. See, now I'd be careful though, because if I did 200 more, then I could go. I think you can go over negative, so you don't want to do that. So I actually need to spend some. So just make sure you come and check it out every day. Make sure you have enough. Put in there and scrap your gold bullion. Okay, and so for the next daily tip you need to be doing is you need to be doing your daily reputation/gold bullion quest. Now there's a few different ones. You have photo opportunity, which you go talk to Davenport in the overseer's house. You take a picture of some stuff either at the crater or at Foundation, and then once you do that, you can either take it back to Davenport and get some gold bullion, which is not recommended. You want to take it. So let's say you want to get your settler's reputation up to the max first. You're gonna want to go to the crater, take their pictures, and then go to Foundation and give the pictures to Ward. Or if you want to raise your raider reputation, you do the opposite. So, and you have to do the main quest line first to get this done, of course. Um, so you have that one. You have retirement plan, which is go talk to Roxy, and she'll give you a quest to do Um, Roxy, I believe, is the one who just go and murder some people. Uh, Ren wants you to go collect some things to build a thing, and then you give it to her. And there's that one. And then you have the Ward one, which you go. Ward tells you to go somewhere and find a thing and get it from an enemy, and you bring it back to him. So you want to do all these because they'll raise your reputation for the factions and give you some treasury notes and some other stuff too. So make sure you're doing these. They're very important to get your. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there leveling up, trying to level up your settlers and raiders reputation for a million years. Like my friend is doing that. Not going well for him. If you'd follow my tips, he'd be maxed out by now. So make sure you're doing these every day. They're very important. They help you raise your thing faster. Okay, so here we are with our next tip. Now this tip is going to be to do events. Now, what are events? Events are public events, the public happenings that happen every 20 minutes. So uh at the start of the hour, 20 after, and 40 after, an event will pop up every time. Now, so you see right here, this is not a normal event. This is a mutated event. These happen every few weeks, every once in a while, whenever Bethesda decides to turn them on. They're just normal events that have an extra modifier to the enemies or to the event, however it is. Um, so you want to make sure always do events for a few reasons. Of one, events give you fusion cores, or sorry, legendary cores. Legendary cores are needed to use legendary modules. So you spend your script to buy legendary modules, and you need additional legendary cores to also use the modules. It's just an extra. It's a way to incentivize people to make sure that they do events. So this one here, nobody's here yet, so I'll have to we'll see if I can do this on my lonesome, I guess. But yes, it's very important to events. Also, events give you good XP. There's some events such as Eviction Notice, which spawns tons of legendary enemies, all super mutants. So that's the one you always want to do because it gives you tons of legendary enemies, which gives you legendary weapons or armor or power armor, which you can script or sell or use or whatever. So you always want to make sure you do these events. They're very important, and usually a lot of people show up for some events. Like a Radiation Rumble gives you a ton of XP, so you definitely want to go to that one as well. Moonshine Jamboree as well. Make sure you be doing your events. Make sure you get them done. Especially complete them, you get extra rewards.